Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Tarina.
And I'm Shavaya.
And I'm Crystal.
And I'm Mashika.
And we are
Under the Influence.
So we want to welcome you. This is our first episode, and we're so excited. This is the episode of Love is a Battle, and we're wanting you to enjoy our first show.
So who's going to start off with Love is a Battle?
I guess that would be me.
Yeah.
So for me, Love is a Battle was loving me is a battle, or I guess I should say loving me was a battle. Throughout all the heartache, and especially last year in 2017, went through a breakup with a relationship that I thought would last forever. So it left me once again soul searching, evaluating me, who I love and how I love. And throughout it, even with some of the conclusions of, loving him at the time was the wrong time. And in my first marriage, loving him actually physically was a battle because it was an abusive relationship. And my last marriage, it just became loving him was a battle because we grew apart. But throughout it all, throughout all of it, the aftermath of things is I realized was loving me was a battle. I once had a friend ask me a question, and they asked me, had I ever loved someone so much that I would do anything? And of course, for me, the answer was simple. Like, I'm a mother. I've been a mother for 25 years. I mean, loving my daughter is priceless. So, of course, I'm a daughter, and I love my parents. My parents, they love me. I'm a sister to 7 brothers, so of course, you have that sibling love. And I'm an auntie. I think the best auntie in the world. But, also, I feel that I'm a good friend. I've had 30-year relationships, 10-year relationships, 6-year relationships, soon to be 7, 2-year relationship, and my recent friendships, I should say. So answering that question, I thought was easy, but it really wasn't. And so she asked me, have I ever loved myself that much? And I had to think about it. I had to take it home. Honestly, I typed it out, printed it out, and I took it home and I placed it on my mirror and I read over it over and over again. And I realized was throughout loving everyone else, I didn't know how to love me. So loving me was a battle, so I had to learn how to unapologetically love me and realize that me loving me is not being selfish. Me loving me showed me truly how to love me and how to love others. So that next relationship, gonna be that bomb relationship, last forever relationship.
That's right.
Because I'll be able to bring to the table so much more. But it's a great feeling. It really is a great feeling being able to love me.
So loving you is definitely a great thing, and I'm glad that you found a way to love yourself without giving all your love to another person and digging deep inside yourself to self-discover what it is that you're missing on your own without having to look for that in someone else. So I'm definitely proud of you, Mashika, and I'm glad that you learned how to love you.
I am, because like I said, I've been a parent, for 25 years, and honestly, y'all, I was wifing at the age of 20, and that's young, and that's a lot. And with that, I have found growth, and I thank God for that. I really do.
So I love that, because I was wifing at the age of 22. So I definitely understand that.
So you know how it is, yeah.
I do.
On a spiritual note, you have to love yourself before you can truly love someone.
Self-love is the best love.
Before you can truly love someone at your full capability. Because if you don't love yourself first,
right, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a struggle.
I think we all had to learn that, though.
Listen, I'm still learning to love
every day.
I kid you not. I don't know how many times I asked you guys today, is my hair okay? Like,
beautiful.
Learning to love yourself. So And I think we all kind of find our flaws and things that we don't like about ourselves.
It's continuation of growth.
Yep.
Yes. And love has been a battle for me because I have been in relationships that didn't work out, and I have also hurt people. Also, just from being hurt people.
That's
very true.
But now, you know, I feel like I can love someone because I love myself. I have grown to love myself, and I can love someone else. And you can't just say love. You have to really show someone love. You just can't just say, I love you. You have to show someone that you love them and care about them. So, yeah.
It's definitely in your actions. Like, people can tell you that they love you all day, every day.
Every day.
But if you don't feel it because you can't see it through their actions and what they're doing for you or to you or how they're treating you or how they're talking to you, it's a struggle.
It is very much so.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me clear my throat. So I think love is a battle, but growing up in love is definitely a battle. I kind of relate more to Mashika when she said wifing at the age of 20 because, of course, I'm in my 20s, but yeah, I'm gonna be wifing.
She wish.
I'm dreaming.
She got a 20-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And I'm 31.
I feel like 30s is the new 20s, so I can say that I'm 20.
Nah.
No? Okay.
Well, if that's the case, you know, I would have to be like in my 30s because since I'm 43, so.
So you can say like you're in your 30s and I can say like I'm in my 20s?
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
Just
go with that.
love the age that you are.
Oh, learning to love myself. Okay, guys. So I'm in my 30s. I've been married since I was in my 20s. So I've been married for 11 years now. And me and my husband met each other at a very young age. We was like high school sweethearts. So you can imagine at that age, you really don't know what love is, but you kind of have these feelings, these strong, passionate feelings that you know that you want to be with this person. But you're so young that you really don't understand love. And people would just say that, you know, you guys don't know what love is. It's just puppy love. And we just had these feelings and we knew that it was love. Now, you know, at such a young age, we don't really understand the commitment, the struggles, the sacrifice, and everything that goes into love. But we're still here and we're still standing today. Back in those days, he was out in the streets. He was a hustler, addicted to that fast cash, and I was a good girl. Couldn't stay out past 10 o'clock hour. Couldn't go to the house parties like everybody was doing, hitting a little twerk.
They did not twerk back then.
Better be home. Better be home before the street lights come on. So in the wintertime, you better be home before 6 o'clock, not 6 o'clock.
What she said, that is absolutely accurate. But you know, we just worked it out, and somehow we did not become a statistic and separated. We have two beautiful kids, so we've been together, I don't know, 20 plus years at this time. And I must say that growing up in love is definitely a struggle. But if you put in the work and you put in the effort and you learn to communicate with the opposite sex, because men is from Mars,
Yes.
you can make it a beautiful thing. And that's it. That's all I got.
That was beautiful.
And I have to commend you on that because me, of course, being divorced 2 times. Even though spending half my life between those men, I definitely have to commend you and your husband on that because that's a great deal, and it's hard definitely in this day and time to not become a statistics, because we don't. I mean, marriages, people, they don't fight. They don't fight, especially young love. You just give up and think you're moving on. I'm gonna say that because I know my ex-husbands know the grass is not green on the other side.
Oh yeah. But you know what? I'm glad that we made it this far, but trust, we did not make it this far without struggles. I won't announce them all today. Because we're going to need more than a little 15, 20 minutes. We're going to have to sit back, bust out a whole another 2, 3, 4 bottles of wine and have this conversation. But we're glad to be here, and we're glad we put in the work.
Well, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Well, so let me put a little disclaimer out there because I know this is our first episode and I don't want to seem like I'm bashing my husband, but I just wanted to share some of our struggles in hopes of helping someone else. So One of the things about my husband is that he is an only child, very spoiled.
I'm an only child.
No.
Go ahead, girl.
And one of our earlier struggles was, it made me feel like loving him was such a battle was because I felt like we weren't a team, because I felt like decisions were being made that
You should have been included on.
I should have been included on, you know? So, it would be just like, okay, I did this, this, and this. And I'd be like, well, did you think about this, this, and that?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like a tug of war when you're dealing with someone who's always been the only child, always had to make decisions for himself, and now he's coming into a marriage, a relationship with me and 3 children, and here he is just having to deal with himself. So, I mean, it was a struggle. And I say that to say that communication is so important, because, I mean, my thoughts were like, he don't give a damn about nobody but himself. That was how I felt. But after communicating and really talking to him about the issues that I felt, it really and truly was just that he was so used to making decisions by himself. Mm-hmm. He was so used to just having to worry about himself that he didn't even see it that way. He didn't see it that decisions he made affected me. So I say loving him was definitely a battle, and it still is a battle, because, I mean, no relationship is perfect, and he still reverts to those ways a little bit, and I guess because, we're different in that way, I still may interpret things the wrong way. So it's keeping that open communication is so important.
Yes.
And you just continue to grow through the kinks, I should say. So loving him definitely was a battle, and I'm sure there'll be more battles along the way, but I'm glad that was one battle that we were able to overcome.
Oh, that was so sweet.
It is.
Well, whatever. No. But so
So love is a battle, and you just heard from all 4 of us on our different struggles with just loving herself, me growing up in love outside of the normal.
Yes.
And
love is a new word. Loving, learning your mate, I should say. Your mate learning you, learning each other. And
so we definitely understand that love is never easy.
no.
It's always going to be a battle. It's always going to be a struggle. But if you find that person, love them and learn how to love them. And when it comes to loving yourself, take the time to figure out what you need to love yourself.
Here we go. This Dr. Phil over here.
Loving yourself is very important.
It definitely is very
Self-love.
important. Well, guys, I think that's about it, huh?
Is that it?
So in closing, guys, be open to communication.
Be committed to your relationship.
Be understanding.
And be open to self-love.
And be
Under the influence.